Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am your never humble host, joined by my, co-hosts, Andrew Titi.
Hi.
Quiet Michael Labune.
I'm going to talk, but it seems like I shouldn't.
And coming in from the left coast, Brain Damage.
Yeah. I'm fucked.
And they're going to have some funny memes for you. But first, a patented, trademarked, copyrighted, absolutely essential part of every single show. You know it. You love it. I'm talking about the depressing news.
We're number one.
That's right. And actually, today we do have something pretty depressing. Friend of the show, Beverly's cat Mango, who's been an essential part of the show.
Mango.
Mango was actually Beverly's screen name when I first met Brain and Diane. And we'd often see and hear Mango in those comedy shows. So anyway, when you see Beverly, let her know. Very sad. Very sad. In other news, I guess something happened with the DNC, and I don't know. The RFK is considered dropping out to help Trump. That's insane. You know, they were talking about Obama was going to headline the Democratic National Convention, but I mean, how important could it be? Because the top story on Google is Jennifer Lopez files for divorce from Ben Affleck. Yeah, it's true. So
Not again.
Screw the DNC.
Weren't they divorced already?
I don't know.
I hope they get divorced every 5 years.
They have not been together for like 10 years.
Well, they didn't get married the first time, and then they got married to other people, had kids,
Yeah.
got divorced from those people, started
divorced.
dating again, got married, got divorced, and then they'll date again in 5 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got separated like months ago though, and
Yeah.
this was like shocking no one. It was funny though that Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce on their 2-year anniversary.
I respect the petty.
Yeah, I guess I'll be honest with you.
My first marriage, the divorce was final the day after our 7th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary! You're now divorced.
That's pretty good. That's a good present.
I didn't know you made it 7 years, bro.
The first time I did, yeah. I'm almost on 8 with this one.
Isn't that the paper anniversary? So you got papers. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
And apparently the algorithms are correct. You guys give way more of a shit about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck than you do about the DNC.
About what?
Yeah, absolutely fucking hilarious. Hey, so Disney used a streaming terms of service to block a wrongful death suit against the Florida resort, and the internet went fucking nuts because a widower took Disney to court over his wife's death. And the company said, no, you signed up for Disney Plus streaming terms. So we're going to block that lawsuit. Internet went nuts over that. And lo and behold, as we're going to press, Disney is backpedaling on saying that a man can't sue over his wife's death because he signed up for Disney fucking Plus. So, meme warriors, keep up the good work. That's what I'm saying. I think you guys are doing an excellent job. Again, it was the first day of the DNC, but who cares? Disgraced former Representative George Santos pled guilty to multiple counts of fraud. So he's going to jail, like a lot of jail, like real people jail, prison jail. Anyway, this message brought to you by People Really Do Fuck Around and Find Out. Meanwhile, breaking news again, Secretary of State Blinken has announced peace in the Middle East. So that's all fixed. That's awesome, huh?
All right.
Meanwhile, a UK tech tycoon billionaire is among 6 missing after a yacht sinks. From Always Sunny in Philadelphia, TD, who's this character?
No idea. Never seen that show in my life.
Great. He says, "Oh God, geez, that's terrible." We'll be checking in on the Orcas yacht score later on in the program. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia implication posting says, I'm sincerely heartbroken and no one can prove otherwise. Former Secretary of Education, and yes, that is a contradiction in terms, Betsy DeVos had reposted this tweet from President Biden saying, canceling the student debt of nearly 5 million Americans through various actions, very mindful, very demure. Betsy DeVos says, very illegal, very unfair. To which Qasim Rashid Esquire, friend of the show, says, under Betsy DeVos, the Department of Education rejected 53,339 of the 54,000 applications for its loan forgiveness program. She lied to college students who worked public sector jobs about loan forgiveness, exploited them for years, and now lies that canceling debt is illegal. Absurd. Suck it, Betsy. Now, meanwhile, here in the Midwest, Brain, I tried to explain this. This is very fucking important. This is our butter cow, okay?
Yeah, butter cow.
State fair tradition since 1922. And friend of the show, Jim, just saw this photo of Billy Corrigan of the Smashing Pumpkins posing in front of that butter cow at the Illinois State Fair. The same butter cow that he posted when he snapped a photo days before while standing in this exact same spot. And that is what's important here in the Flatlands, okay?
Great.
All hail butter cow.
Yep. Meanwhile, Nicole Shanahan says that RFK Jr. campaign is considering joining forces with Trump. I cannot take these people fucking seriously. We didn't even really get to talk about the fact that last week RFK went on Roseanne Barr's podcast and talked about picking up a dead bear cub and then dropping it in Central Park as a joke.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, did you not hear that? How funny?
No.
I watched that whole thing, that whole explanation. It is really weird.
Really weird. Yeah, really weird.
Also, his voice is really weird.
Sure. But he
Well,
says,
he's a Kennedy.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
So
it's not Kennedy weird. It's
Kennedy and his friends who had a license for this because they thought about it, found a roadkill dead bear cub. They took it to Central Park in their truck. Then they dragged it in, and over the next few days, they watched news coverage of police and scientific experts trying to investigate the death. And they thought it was like, funsies. Like, so weird on so many levels. But I would like to point you to Roseanne's face here. Roseanne Barr is shocked by RFK telling this stupid fuck.
Where I say she's not welcoming this information.
You remember when she said she took so much Ambien it made her racist?
Yes.
Ask your doctor if Ambien can excuse your racism today. Yeah. So anyway, I checked in on RFK in the polls, especially in Michigan, where I'd heard he was polling the highest. He was getting 5.1%, so that's not bad for him. Weird, but Michigan, what the hell? But nationally, he's getting about 3.2% these days. And then I checked on Arizona, Sammy, fucking clearing 6.2%. What the fuck is wrong with your people? Anyway, the dead bear story didn't dent that support at all.
Gets too hot. People can't think right.
I guess, man. I guess. But anyway, man, so Roseanne also had MTG on her podcast. And again, I want to remind you that Roseanne is flipping out to RFK here, right? Then she goes on MTG's podcast and says, McDonald's is selling fetus burgers. So
I did hear this.
Shocked, I tell you. Fetus Burgers is shocked by the bear story. You should really Google it. You should really fucking Google it. Roseanne trying to distance herself from RFK's Jr.'s dead bear cub confession now. Hey, and fuck around and find out news part 2. J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk have both been named in a cyberbullying lawsuit filed by Olympic champion Iman Khalif. The Algerian boxer has officially filed a criminal complaint in France.
Fuck yeah.
I know, right? Fuck around and find out, you billionaire pieces of shit. Time Magazine named its Kid of the Year. This is Heyman Bekele, 15-year-old scientist who invented soap to treat skin cancer. 15!
I feel really bad about myself now. Thanks, Sizemore.
Man, that's what I'm here for. You make me hungry and I make you feel bad about yourself with kids with cancer soap.
This is not a fair trade.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the every confession is an accusation, Trump cast a ballot early in Florida primary, and ABC News decided to run down everything he said about early voting. All of it bad. He has falsely claimed that early and absentee voting causes widespread fraud. But here, just 6 days ago, yep, that's what he did. And here's a fun fact. Apparently, what happened is that Florida's Division of Elections and Palm Beach Supervisor of Elections did not follow procedure. The department shall identify those voters who have been convicted of a felony on TV in the news. So it all points back to Governor DeSantis. And in an editorial review, Trump's right to vote, just like any other felon, because we have a one-tiered justice system. He doesn't get special treatment at all. Absolutely hysterical to me. Hey, in weird weather news, today the ocean heat content of the Gulf of Mexico topped the highest record. Highest ever on record, people.
We did it.
Today.
The ocean is a soup.
Yep. Yep, doing it. Here from the best and worst of Twitter, this woman allegedly broke into a home, petted the family dog, did the dishes, then left. Renee asks, is she available tomorrow?
Fuck yeah.
We always like to close out with a nice, heartwarming animal story. And I, of course, have at least two. First, this is a cat standing on top of a cabinet with his paws on the ceiling, and it's captioned, I have no idea what this cat is doing.
It's like he's doing the Y part of the YMCA dance.
Dude, I think this is part of his like ritual. Like he is worshiping his cat god or something.
Yes, we're worshiping an ancient saber-toothed god or some shit.
Cats only worship themselves.
That's very true. That's very. You know what?
Good point.
Touche, dude.
You know what? If cops could call the police though on you, they would. You're right. They would. Hey, but orcas pummeled a boat after a crew tried to deter them with heavy metal music.
That didn't deter them. They started a pit.
So blasting underwater tunes to try and keep killer whales away is a bad idea for multiple reasons, researchers say. So bear that in mind the next time you're out on your yacht.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary, welcome to the show. Now handing it off to my brilliant, beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael Laboon, for a nice, I don't know, metric-sized American average-sized one.
Metric isn't American. This is a big, long, round one. Starting off with openly gay animals, friend of the show, openly gay animals.
Hey, openly gay animals.
So if you're not following openly gay animals,
I'm following.
Fucking follow openly gay animals. You know. Anyway, it's a picture of a lady on a trampoline. It says they used to be called jumpolines until your mom bounced on one.
Oh.
First mom joke, first blood.
Next up for the wholesome round, we have female shits. We have Mel Gibson talking to Jim Caviezel, who's dressed as Jesus of Nazareth, the crown of thorns on, just absolutely fucking covered in blood. Totally. Mel Gibson is explaining something to him, and Mel is labeled boys complaining about their voices changing during puberty, and the listening bloody Jim Caviezel is labeled girls.
Oh, God. Just because it's accurate doesn't mean that's not just a hair or what the fuck.
Listen, TD, I got to ask, do you know this actor's name?
Yes, Mads Mikkelsen.
Unbelievable.
That's what I do, man. I'm here to help.
Is this from Casino Royale?
I believe so.
I think it's from Casino Royale. He's obviously a villain because he's wearing a black shirt with a suit with a tuxedo this time. But anytime in shows when you watch a guy wearing a suit and it's a black shirt or a dark shirt under, always a villain. Anyway, he says, it appears that your hippo is not as famished as you claimed, Mr. Bond. And then you see instead of poker, they're playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
Hell yeah.
Jesus showing up again.
Hey.
This time it's like the Sacred Heart Jesus, but the thumbs up, smiling.
Buddy Christ, if you're a Jay and Silent Bob fan.
Buddy Christ. He says, being told if these girls didn't have sex, they wouldn't get pregnant, by a religion founded on a girl who didn't have sex and got pregnant. Here we have a 4-panel comic. I'm gonna be honest with you. Until this moment, I didn't realize how much Jesus was in this set. It starts off, Jesus is talking to a crowd of people, and he says, love everyone. And someone in the back says, wait, even Skeletor? And someone else says, yeah, Skeletor's the worst. Jesus says, look, we've been through this. Yes, even Skeletor. And then in the very, very back, we see Skeletor, who says, suck it, losers. And he says, not now, Skeletor.
That's fucking great.
Here we have J-Lo and Ben Affleck, and this might be the moment. This might actually be the moment that their marriage fell apart. They're at a basketball game, I think. Ben Affleck leans over to a smiling Jennifer Lopez. He whispers in her ear. We see that he says, if Selena hadn't died, you wouldn't be famous. And then the second panel, she's mad and he's smiling.
This is funny because it's true.
It is true. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure why I put this in. Let me just tell you this. It's a picture of the Windows cursor, and someone has taken two parallel lines, and they're showing here. It says, just in case you didn't know, the Windows cursor is not symmetrical. And I just want to say, fucking duh. This is the very first thing I did when I got MS Paint. Like the very first thing. I was like, I don't think that cursor is symmetrical. And then I was like, it's not. Am I alone in that? Did you guys do this? Did you ever think that was symmetrical?
I always thought it was off, but I never took the time to like get mathematical and check it.
Oh. Yeah, me neither. Oh man, this one. You know what, Eric? I'm gonna have to have you read this one from Step Bro Steve. We know him. We're not friends, but we do. He's from the neighborhood. Stepbro.Steve. Go ahead, take it away, Eric.
Well, he says, "Be schlatt. Wake up and check the time. It's 9:11. Burst out laughing. Eventually get out of bed and go shower. Accidentally hit 2 shampoo bottles and cause them to fall. Laugh uncontrollably. Get dressed and go outside. Listen to some music while I walk. September by Earth, Wind, and Fire comes on. Nearly shit myself laughing. Walk down the road. See an Arab get in a taxi. Airport police, he says. Throat is in agony from laughing. Literally crying from laughter. Collapse on the sidewalk. A woman runs up to me lying on the sidewalk, gasping for air and yells, 'Someone call 911. My body gives up. Die.'"
Wow, Eric. I don't think 9/11's funny, but
I'm ashamed of you.
wow. Leaf work.
You both are Saddam Hussein.
Says, is it really worth it? And on the left, we see some kind of a dog with a long ass nose.
It's an
I'm
Afghan.
thinking like a greyhound, Afghan hound, something of that nature.
Yeah, like an Afghan hound, I think. And then on the next, we see a picture of Papa John's cheesy bread, and there's 2 burnt pieces of cheese on the side, and it really does look just like them. And it says, "Is it really worth it?"
It's so adorable.
And finally, for round 1, the wholesome round, we have Kelly at Self-Made Mastery, who asks, why do we pronounce the G in longevity twice?
I love this.
Oh, hell, we do, don't we?
I thought about it all week. Loved it. Twisting my melon, man. Goodness.
And kicking it over to Brain Damage.
You had to leave.
Round 1.
You had to leave my illiterate ass with a fucking grammar post, Michael. And right after I had to scramble to delete that fucking J-Lo, you're just only famous because Selena died post, because that was my first meme of the day. That was the first one I was gonna... Let's try it. We're going to start out with Mark Parisi, and here's a cartoon of a cat staring out the window, and he says, I sure could go for some of those M&Ms. But he is staring at a bunch of birds in the old school elementary drawing of a bird that just looks like an M.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say a cursive N, but the Gen Zers wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Here we got, what does that say? Bill Whitehead. Is that Whitehead? We'll hope it is.
Sure.
We have a cartoon of an old folks' home, and they're on the porch. There are 3 rocking chairs. 2 old ladies are in 2 of them. 1 is empty. On the other side of the porch, there's a woman opening the door, and she's yelling at a man who has a guitar and a sound system in his hand. She says, "That's not what I meant when I suggesting rocking out on the porch, Mr. Clapwell." He's definitely rocking out on the porch. I think she told him to get in that rocking chair, though. I think that's what she really meant. Here we've got Humor Den with a cartoon of some pencils. 2 brand new pencils drawing down the street come across a kitty corner where they run into a pencil that is old and withered and shaved down to its teeny little tip, walking with a cane. And one says to the other, "It's true! We do shrink as we get older."
Oh, fuck, that's true.
Here we've got JDM Cars posting a 2-panel, and on the first panel says "Me doing something alone," and it has a gigantic cruise ship just going through some kind of narrow strip between 2 mountains.
Like a canyon. Or
And,
something.
Yeah, if you guys know what this really is referencing, that's awesome. But then on the other side, it says "Me when someone's watching," and it has one of those cargo ships. I know a few years ago when they tried to turn around and got stuck in some narrow strait.
It was the Suez Canal. Yep.
Suez Canal. I'm glad somebody around here is smart enough to remember or know what I'm actually referencing. But
Broke
this,
the whole world.
I had to put this in because every time Diane saves me a parking outside, it's this. Like I already can't park, but it takes me like 3.5 hours when she's watching me, and then I get in the car mad at her, and she's like, "Motherfucker, I saved you the parking. I didn't even tell you to hurry up," and I'm like, "I don't care. You're watching me. It made me anxiety." Yeah, I'm a jerk, and she's gonna hopefully smack me when she gets home. I don't know. I'm into it. Here we've got a post by my sister from another Mr. Claudia Rodriguez. She posts "Love Him" off of the 90s nostalgia page. And it is a picture of Plucky Duck from the Tiny Toons sitting in front of his infamous toilet. And it says, "The absolute hold this character." And his quote had us on the early 90s. And yes. Water go down the hole. Tutu go down the hole.
I forgot all about that till you started saying it.
Go down the hole.
Holy shit.
Elevator go down the hole. That's my elevator, not your elevator. We do love some Pluggy Duck in the 90s. Yes, we do.
Yeah, Tiny Toons was the shit.
Yes, it was. And fun fact, real quick, I heard that Pinky and the Brain is a spinoff from Tiny Toons. I don't know if that's true, but I know they're around the same time. That's where my nickname came from.
It's a spinoff of Animaniacs.
Animaniacs, which Tiny Toons
predated Animaniacs.
Spinoff of Tiny Toons, right?
I don't know if it was a spinoff, but they were from the same production company.
Okay. Well, anyways, I was Brain. My nephew was Pinky until one day he got mad at us and said, "Yo, can't be calling me Pinky in front of all these girls, man." Left me in the dirt to become brain damaged. What an asshole, man. I could have just been brain the whole time. Nope, I had to go and get the damage. Here we've got Gaming Layer. You know I love them. Reposting another 90s nostalgia, but the kids page says "The Perfect Crime," and it's the meme of the African-American man with his yellow jacket rubbing his hands together and licking his lips like he is just ready for something that he sees, and it shows him staring at a Game Boy, and the caption says, "Me ready to steal all the batteries out of the remotes for my Game Boy." Yes, this is true, and it is so true that now I do that for my VR controllers. Yes, I steal the batteries from my remote for my VR controllers, and then later when Diane gets home, she's like, "I can't turn the fucking TV on." I'm like, "Oh, give me 30 more minutes. I'm almost off this VR show."
That was totally 10-year-old TD right there. Oh, hell yeah.
And here we have stand-up comedy with a billboard of a gigantic hammer, and on the billboard it says, "This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill."
Hey.
Hammer was my nickname.
Thank you, Sammy. That's what we needed. Best Comic Funny posted a cartoon of 2 fishes, and one is about to go in on the worm on a hook for his bait. The other one stops him and says, "Be careful. Could be an online scam.
Oh,
Womp, womp, womp. Here we've got puns that just has a potato with a headset and microphone on it, and it says, TD, if you could read this one for me.
oh, hell with you. It says it's a spud with the headsets on and the microphone. It says commentator.
And that's
hate
what I
you,
just
Brain.
turned you into, buddy. I love you.
I hate you so much right now, Brain.
And oh my God, I had the music set up and I forgot. But here's my last one for this round one. And we have comedian Shanice. I don't know if that's her name. I think it's just two Shanices. And she posts, yo! And there's a picture of a wallet under the El Segundo sign.
I gotta get it.
Yes.
Got to get it.
Got to get it. Passing it off to you, TD. See? I had to get you before I left you.
I probably say, yeah, you got me with the potato, but you brought it back with the El Segundo. Okay. And other memoirs by Maya Angelou. Okay, moving on. We got TD's often imitated, never duplicated short round one, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet. Friend of the show, Bill Murray, at Bill Murray.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill. Thanks for the fruitcake, buddy. Says every Olympic event should include one average person competing for reference. Australia, I got you, fam, and it's ray guns, dumbass. Yeah, we're not done with her quite yet.
That is crazy because that concept has been around for a while, and then I forgot about it, and she really did show up like, hey.
Yeah, she really fucked around. She's like, hold my beer, watch this shit.
Be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Hold my Fosters, which apparently only Americans drink and not Australians. And watch this shit. Memes every day, friend of the show. Post a scene from the end of Karate Kid where Daniel San's up in the crane position, but it's Ray Gun in the kangaroo position, creeping in the refrigerator, creeping in the kitchen for the refrigerator for cheese. And god damn it, this is good. She's a piece of shit if all the allegations are true, but moving on.
She's a really good breakdancer, though.
Oh yeah, wonderful, and a meme making machine. Moving on. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Jason.
He posted a dictionary definition of the word gruntled. And someone says, why was I unaware of the fact that disgruntled is, in fact, the opposite of gruntled? Gruntled, adjective, humorous. Pleased, satisfied, and contented. Why does nobody use this word? Linguistics, y'all, comments, I am so gruntled to have found this. So, yes, there is a gruntled.
Yeah, but it's always paired. It's always disgruntled is always paired with worker. So can you even say those two together?
Or comedian, or
okay.
Moving on. Jason Jester once again says, I still miss that part of 2020 when it was illegal for anyone to come near me. Yeah, that was the best part of the panorama, man.
Dude.
No one could come and talk to me and shit.
I had like 7 months, man. Fucking great.
Yeah.
Great months.
Good times.
It was amazing how well that worked for some people's mental health. Anyway, moving on.
Dude, I changed my rules for drinking alone.
It wasn't great for everybody. We agree it wasn't great for everybody. Eric's like, great time. I started drinking alone.
I drank more myself back then. Johnny Hamcheck, moving on to brighter news here. Johnny Hamcheck, I don't know you, says, love this kid. He's definitely going places. And it's a picture of some little league kid because the Little League World Series is going on right now. It says, Little League Baseball is out of control. Who let this slide? And it's a picture of young Brody Jackson, age 11, 4'11". Favorite actor / actress? Alexis Texas. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. She's won AVN awards. What's the AVN? That's the porn Oscars.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Brody Jackson going places. To go grow a mullet, drive a pickup truck, Blair Toby Keith, and go to a bar and hang out with the same people he's been hanging out since he was in high school with, and this dude is in his 40s. All right, moving on.
This fucking kid was born with 2 DUIs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't even get a license for his Hot Wheels. Moving on.
Dude, fourth grade, they asked us for our favorite movie stars, and the teachers came back and they said, "Who the hell is Barbara Bach?" Nobody could tell
Oh
who
God.
Barbara Bach was because it was Daisy Duke, who was every boy's favorite actress.
No, her name was Catherine Bach, sir.
Catherine Bach.
In 7th grade, I answered one of these questions with I think it was Shannon Tweed was her name.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, Gene Simmons' wife.
Ah,
Yeah, you just got it. It's a rite of passage in junior high.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Gotta declare a team.
And this is wrapping up TD short round 1 and other conversations. Brought to you by the dumbest shit I can find on the internet. Here we got Planet John or Jobnin. I don't fucking know. And
Jobin.
it's picture. What?
It's Planet Jobin.
Thank you. And it's a picture of a grizzly bear sitting on a couch with some brave and dumb son of a bitch reading a book. And the dumb son of a bitch is holding the book, and the grizzly bear is looking at it. It says, "Read the part again where she burns her whore mouth on my porridge."
I fucking love this meme.
I've always wondered, let's tell this story from the bear's perspective, shall we? Well, this bitch broke and entered my house.
Dude, your bear voice sounds exactly like you.
There's a reason for that, dude. I'm kind of a grizzly motherfucker. And that's all I got for the T's often imitated, never duplicated short round 1, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet. Over to you, Sizemore.
Now with extra dumb. Now with extra.
Yes. Well, it is election season, but
Too funny.
Rim shot.
Good. Good times. And in the interest of trying to practice for when we actually have sponsors, we're going to actually do some brought to you buys. I want you to throw in more of this so you get in the habit of it. Tonight, brought to you by Trash Can Paul, who is talking the Hawk Tua bottle spray nozzle, $5.
God, just let it go.
I'm afraid I can't.
Trash Can's got 37 kids to feed, man.
Yeah.
That's true. You got more kids than Miss Wayans. All right.
Yeah, brought to you by, and Google it, Hawk Tua. This is an interesting one from Memes to Satisfy the Sophisticated Gentleman, acquaintance of the show, which is a new poster in the school that says, "Banned words and phrases, skibbity, sigma, riz, mewing, guyet, bat." It's the blank for me. Bussin', Ohio, let him cook, and batty.
I
don't
agree
even know what
all
half
these.
of those are. I don't even know what half of those are.
Yeah, they shouldn't be said, especially Ohio.
I don't even get that one.
What does that mean?
What was really funny is Nanette, my friend, she says, "Does Ohio have some slang meaning that I don't know about, or is it just banned because Ohio sucks?"
Yeah, it just
That's
sucks.
true.
No, it's just
That's
because-
true. Okay,
it's just
fair.
because it sucks.
Between Jim Jordan and JD Vance, Ohio is not sending its best.
No.
That's why when I lived in Indiana, all the wind blew from the west to the east because Ohio sucks.
Yes, absolutely. Terrible place.
Good job getting those directions right. It would have been easy to get it
Yeah,
wrong.
dude, I almost flubbed it.
I saw it, but you did it. You got it.
Ohio State Police are not fucking around. I'll say that. I don't mess with them. I drive the speed limit in Ohio, and only Ohio, as far as I know.
Wait, you drive the speed limit?
In Ohio.
Say, I've rode with you, sir. You don't have a light foot.
We've never been to Ohio. Anyway, Nanette points out. Nanette asks if Ohio has a special meaning, and I said, I think it's the same as what Europeans mean when they say Texas. Fucking crazy.
Fair.
Moving on, talking about dumb states, here's an outline of Louisiana. It says, when you rank 47th in education, why put the 10 Commandments in schools? Nobody can read them anyway.
Fuck yeah.
Here we have a very famous scene that I'm sure TD knows. Is this Wolf of Wall Street?
It is, but I've never seen the movie.
I've never seen it, but we both knew it was from that movie. That's how oversaturated this stupid shit is.
Yes.
This was posted by Willem Kamlentucci in Did Silicon Valley Reinvent the Bus Again? And we have this young famous guy who dates 25-year-olds. And he's saying, sell me this pen. And the guy says, it's AI powered? Because he's labeled every company right now.
No shit.
No shit.
It's like, come to Starbucks. Would you like some AI with your coffee? It's like freaking
Starbucks can get fucked anyway.
It's like Clippy popping up asking you if you want help with something.
Yeah. Oh,
that you
fuck
can
yeah.
do.
It must be some
Perfectly.
Clippy, though.
Perfectly
Yeah, but
fine.
no
way.
I liked Clippy. Didn't you like Clippy?
No. Mika
Oh.
Luna comments, it's a good old male pen, not one of those Wake Trans DEI pens that the blue-haired
Mm.
are using these days.
Mm.
Quote attributed to Elon Musk right now. This is Pitch at Pitch Joke says, other products made by I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Fuck off, it's mayonnaise. I hope these aren't Hornets. You thought this was yogurt? Surprise, dumbass.
He can't do it.
Fuck my ass, that's good peanut brittle.
That was the name of my Christian rock band in 6th grade.
Right.
And finally, no one said this was ham.
That was the name of my Jewish rock band in 7th grade.
This is all the pent-up anti-hunger that I'm throwing at TD right now. All the buttered rolls and yam puddings and shit you throw at me every week.
Now, one of these things I say just about every Thanksgiving.
What, the ham?
Fuck my
Fuck
ass.
my ass,
that's
that's
peanut
good
brittle.
peanut brittle.
I knew it. You people don't know, Labune is a huge peanut brittle ass fucking guy.
I've heard that about him.
Listen,
I thought it was rumored.
I'm just telling you, as soon as Eric said it, I was like, oh, Jesus, I think I say this like at least once a year.
Oh, shit.
Well,
You eat a lot of brittle.
'tis the season.
Sure.
I do like peanut brittle, so I'm probably not far behind you.
Moving on, I don't know if you heard, but Joe Rogan dropped a comedy special. Danny Vegagram says, I am so sick of the woke left insulting Joe Rogan's special. Not all comedy needs to be funny, original, or good.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's just like, if I had been there live, I would have been, bro, that is not the prop up you think it is. That is not good. Anyway, Vitreller Colorentensis says, saying that someone should be funny in order to get comedy special is discrimination against conservatives.
Oh God.
And Late July just has 3 skulls, which means dead. Dead. I'm dead. Woo! Do you guys remember back when that one special came out and everybody was debating that it wasn't that funny? And they were like, oh, this woman's story is not that funny. And they were like, comedy doesn't have to be funny or good.
I want to say for our listeners, this is coming to us. It looks like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is coming to us from Threads.
I think it might be.
A platform not often seen on this show.
That's true.
Or by most of the public.
Or by anyone. No one's ever been on it.
That's true.
I'm still not sure how I'm signed up on there, but it says that I post there.
I'm pretty
You have
sure.
an Instagram account.
I'm pretty sure somebody sent me this through email. This is from friend of the show, Marcellus Fauci, who's got the latest from IKEA, the not for fucking. comfy looking couch.
Sure. Somebody named Vance would say, "You're not the boss of me."
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm certain.
I'm sorry. Thought this was America.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys caught this. This is just ridiculous. But did you see they went from taping Tampax to their faces, on their ears? They went from that to wearing diapers for a while because
God,
men wear diapers, gold to make diapers. And now, and I'm not sure I understand it, they're carrying around JD Vance spooge cups. Do you know about the jizz cups for Vance?
no.
No way.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
But they're not a cult.
Dude, prop comedy is hard. That's what I know. Friend of the show, Michael Matthews Jr. reposts James Stebick.
Hey, Michael.
Dr. Stebick says, tonight's my annual screening of Dune, where I show 1990s Tremors and loudly argue with all my friends. They don't know what Dune is.
I love Tremors.
Aaron says, my loudest argument would be Kevin Bacon is a method actor because I have seen distracted carpenters miss a nail that many times and not laugh.
Hell yeah.
Probably a good one there. Sludge Central. Give Sludge Central a follow. I didn't. Has a picture of a garbage truck here. And it says, now that's a guarantee. Satisfaction guaranteed or double your garbage back. In the wholesome round. Don't know if we mentioned that. In the wholesome round. Yeah. Here, friend of the show, Chelsea, godmother of the show in many ways, has this delightful poster that probably is supposed to say Gossip Girl, but apparently instead it more looks like Go Piss Girl.
Hell yeah.
He said, "Hell yeah."
I'm like, I'm good either way. And finally, here's a picture of RFK talking to Roseanne, and he says, so it's 2004, and I'm driving the Dave Matthews Band tour bus over the Kinsey Street Bridge.
Oh shit!
Now, see, I did see this, and I didn't realize that was RFK Jr. because I didn't know what he looked like.
I'm not sure people outside of Chicago remember that story, but we fucking do.
Oh, everybody knows.
We'll never let it die.
Matthews Band in Chicago. Sammy, come on, back me up here.
But what's the
See?
name of it though? Not
We
Chattanooga,
remember.
but
The tour bus dropped a load of poo-poo.
On the
Yeah,
river.
They emptied their sewage in the fucking
Yeah.
Chicago River.
Yeah, on the Chicago River.
And honestly, I agree with them doing that because who would fucking notice?
On tourists. On tourist
On tour,
boats
it did land on tourists.
on the Chicago River. There's a plaque there now.
I forgot. God, I
Yeah,
fucking hate
It
that.
landed
guy.
on a tour boat.
Look, if you're not in Illinois, I want you to understand butter cows and poop, very important. We will
That's
take
all we
pictures,
got, man.
put up plaques.
There was a whole goddamn generation of barefoot fucking dorks on college campuses playing acoustic guitars badly, and it was all because of Dave Matthews. Like, I just can't, man. I cannot with that guy.
Dude, I saw him at the
I
assembly
hate
hall.
Dave Matthews.
I saw him at the assembly hall, and you know what? Up until that concert, I had been somewhat of a fan.
It's okay. Eric.
That explains a lot about you.
I never paid any money for it. I worked at the radio station.
Can everybody
That
see
still
my
explains a
meme?
lot about you.
Can you see? Everyone?
Not yet. Spinning wheel of death, bro.
Nope.
Why?
Black darkness.
Let's try again. Do it differently this time. How about now?
Still spinning.
Nope.
I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, so give it a second because I think it's thinking about it.
You think it's thinking?
Nope. Stop
it
it.
might- No, try it again.
Okay.
Spank it. Slap it. Make it your bitch.
Make it call you daddy.
This got so sexual so fast.
Dude, you're in the room. You're in the
That's kinda
room.
what we do, bro. That's kind of what we do.
Okay, what about now? Now can we see it?
Yes.
All right. Openly Gay Animals is back, kicking off round 2.
Hey.
And the headline of this is a picture of a cat. The black cat looks very, I would say, stately. It says, "Hero cat alerts owner to burning slow cooker in the middle of the night." And then the subhead says, "Supposed guard dog, meanwhile, offered little help." And Daniel McEachern says, "The cat definitely wrote the headline and the subhead." Trash Can Paul. Friend of the show. You know him. You love him. He sponsored tonight's show. Our sponsor, our friend, Trash Can, keeping it nasty. He reposts Andrew Farmer, who says, "Today at Fort," there's a picture of a restroom stall here with a belt on the ground. And it says, "Today at the Fort Lauderdale airport, the man in the nearby stall was muttering, 'God's got this,' before throwing his belt off. I don't know what toilet emergency was burdening him, but I wish him the best. As we all do.
No shit.
God's got this." The Wiener Circle, Vienna Beef, friend of the show, the Wiener Circle, Chicago. This is an
Hell yeah.
actual picture of their actual sign that they're running this week during the DNC convention, and it says, "Now serving Trump footlongs." It's 3 inches.
I've seen 2 commercials from the Wiener Schnitzel online about this. This is a real thing.
Wow.
Brain, would you read this one for me from ADH Meme Therapy?
All right, we got ADH Meme Therapy. It has a gigantic brain with the meme of the car salesman who's usually saying something about how much trunk room you've got, and it says, slaps roof of my brain. This bad boy can go on so many side quests.
Oh,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
So
And we
true.
look, it said ADHD memes or something like that.
That's awesome.
ADHD meme therapy. Next up, we have Spill the Memes. And they're reposting Friends facts. And it's a puzzle. It's like a Friends puzzle
Mhm.
from when Phoebe gets married. But for Monica in the back, the puzzle pieces cuts right through the middle of her face in a very disconcerting smile that reminds me of the Canadians from South
From
Park.
South Park, yeah.
And then the second
Oh.
panel is Batman talking to this Monica from the puzzle, and it says, "Do you want to know how I got these scars?" Who the fuck is Mick? New friend of the show. Who the fuck is Mick? He's responding to Vic Can't Miss. Wait a second. I think that's probably also Mick, who says, "What's the most boomer complaint you have?" And who the fuck is Mick has this picture of the Mr. Incredible, and it says, "I want a physical fucking menu at a restaurant. None of this QR code bullshit."
Yep.
Here, here.
I
Here.
will not scan those goddamn things. I'm such a
Mhm.
curmudgeon.
I'll leave.
I like this one. It says, "Got a cute little new bottle for my Diet Coke." And they're holding up one of those water bottles that says, "Start, good morning, 9 a.m. Do it for yourself. 11 a.m. Keep trying. 1 p.m. Drink more." And then all the way in to 9 p.m. it says, "Yeah, you did it." But it's filled with Diet Coke instead of water.
Hell yes.
I love this. Andrew Nadeau has a picture of Trump, who now has this plexiglass all the way around him ever since he hurt his ear or something. And it says, "If you toss a blanket over his case, he'll think it's night and just go to sleep."
Hell yeah.
I think I have two more. Here's a picture of brass knuckles, but someone has somehow put brass golden arches on brass knuckles, and it's captioned, "When you've just about McFucking had it." Yeah, and finally, my last meme for round two, the irrelevant round. It's The Shining, and The Shining says, "Dudes who order boneless wings close the fridge with their hips." And Demonologique says, "Yeah, and what of it? My hands are full and my ass is fat. You fucking wish you were me."
Hell yeah.
And that's all I got for round two. Kicking it over to Brain Damage.
Awesome. Funny thing is, I had cut this meme out earlier, but since Michael just did it, this one is also the make fuck around and make find out with the brass knuckles. And as you see, this is a ghetto plastic version. So we're just gonna go ahead and start the actual round two. Starting off with my beautiful, wonderful wife, the biggest fan of the music on this show. I don't know why she likes it.
I
She
love
posts work
you.
memes, and it says, "I'm having a really rough Friday today because I keep realizing it's only Tuesday."
Honestly,
Hell to the yeah.
today was a really hard Friday.
Yep.
It really has been. Here we have Nature is Scary at Nature Scary. It says, "Australian man caught a sea monster with no eyes and a mouth full of sharp teeth." And it literally looks like a baby dragon of some sort. And Chris Handsomeworth at Dumb O Nandi posted, "I feel like Australia is where the devil keeps his pets."
Hell yeah.
I didn't hear one "Hail Satan," you fucking shiesty
Hell,
fucker.
hell Satan.
I know. I tricked you into that one. There was no actual Satan. It just said devil. Aha. Here we have one of my comedy homies, Hatch, who just killed his big time show at Yoshi's last night. Me and Diane were in the front row.
Nice.
He posted, "I kind of think this is true. Dude definitely doing a lot of burpees. Hashtag Rue Gang." And reposted Rose Medina that posted a picture of a deer next to a kangaroo. And it says, "Kangaroos are just deer who went to prison."
Kangaroos are unusually jacked.
They really fucking are. Here we have Cal Render, and he posts a picture of Doug Funny. And it says, "Hey, friend, Politicians don't love you. You shouldn't love them. It's weird and embarrassing.
Oh
It
shit.
really is.
And that's why Doug was my favorite cartoon growing up.
And this one, I couldn't screenshot it to show the whole entire thing, but I'm pretty sure this was Corey Showtime Robinson that said, it's funny seeing white men wearing t-shirts that say, I'm voting for the convicted felon, knowing them damn well they would never hire one. And this is hitting harder than usual right now because Corey just came off a big Midwestern trip where he apparently ran into a lot of maggers. We have Gaming Lair posted solo internet struggles hit hard, and it is a picture of the crying Chad meme in front of a computer. It says, when you search the internet to find a solution to your problem, but turns out you're the only one who has it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And here we've got Gaming Language Nostalgia. A prodigy, I tell you. I played the bong in high school.
Nice.
Double
Yep.
bass. Double bass.
Here we're gonna get a little weird. Make Pharma Likeable again posted a picture of some kind of cartoon with a alien spacecraft of some sort, a UFO, some kind of monkey. And then there's the giant what are those hand things that are in front of the car lots? I don't know. It's like the guy that pokes something, he says, come on, do something. Well, he's poking the eyeball in the back of the dollar bill, and he says, come on, do an alien invasion. Monkeypox is no fun. And speaking of, Make Farmer Likeable again, they posted a picture with a monkey swinging across some vines, and it says, so I told my doctor that I may have the monkeypox. He said, swing on by.
Oh.
Oh, God.
And we've got Duck Sensitivity posted looks like a Guido with a cigarette holding his hands out just like an Italian would, and it says, you're all wrong. The earth isn't flat or round. It's fucked.
Tell him, TD. Tell him who it is.
It's one of the guys from Trailer Park Boys.
It's
Ricky. He's a Canadian.
Oh,
Might be
good.
Italian, too.
Good. I just wanted to be fucking racist because nobody represents my fucking Italians. Off to you, Katie. Oh!
I don't even know how. I don't even know how to transition that. All right, hi guys. We're gonna do round 2, the irritable inebriated round this week. Place your bets. Kicking this off as soon as we find the first meme here. Hold on. There we go. Memes every day. Friend of the show. Memes every day. Free post from Jersey Mike subs here, and it's a bunch of toppings laid out, and it's Jersey Mike's tweet out. How do you top your sub? And they just respond to themselves going, block, block, blocked. You're all blocked. Internet's full of weirdos is what Jersey Mike's trying to say here.
Whatever. They asked the question. They're the ones
they opened themselves up. 80s Nostalgia Channel, friend of the show. At 80s Channel. It's got a picture of a small piece of plywood propped up on a curb next to a chain link fence, and it says, in the 80s, this would have been a whole day of BMX fun, and they're not lying.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
We would have entertained ourselves from sunup till mom called us in when the street light came on.
Right.
Yep.
Latch key for life. All right. Jason Jester, once again, friend of the show.
Hey, Jason.
Has a picture of a RV camper that's a Bon Air, but it says an erection, but fancier because, Bon Air can also be Bon Air.
Yeah.
For the classy erection, Bon Air. All right, doing a perfume ad over here. Lord of the Rings memes, new acquaintance of the show.
Hey.
It's got a picture of Pippin looking very disgruntled, looking at a sign that says bed and breakfast, but then he's looking very happy, and he's looking at a sign that says bed and breakfast and breakfast.
There you go.
Because we've had one breakfast, yes, but what about second breakfast?
Mhm.
That's from our Hobbit nerds. All right, moving on.
When I'm rich, that's what I'm doing.
Hello. Janti Kupia, I hope I got that right. Says, my entire personality comes from the fact that at a very young age, a person of authority told me that the more books I read, the more free pizza I get. Oh, God, this hits little TD right where he lives, because that's part of the reason I am the way I am now, because I wanted free pizza, and all I had to do was read these books to get it. Mission challenge accepted, motherfucker. All right, moving on. Dan, the Bourbon Man, friend of the show, has a picture here. It's like a medical diagram of the chest and abdomen of an average human being. It says, look at the size of your liver compared to your heart, which the liver is twice the size of your heart. It says, you are designed to drink more and care less. And Che at Marina Moss says, can't argue with science. I mean, facts are facts, folks. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Friend of the show, founding father and nothing else, Sizemore, George H. Crookshank.
What do you have against Zaddy?
He's not.
Shut up.
Don't.
I'm already grumpy. Don't.
Founding.
I will kick you with my nub. It just says, it says, just remember who was there when nobody else was. And it's a guy walking hand in hand with a giant nug of weed. And it's all the Ernest P. Worrell movies. Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Goes to Jail. That's who was there when nobody else was. Weed and Ernest movies. I vouch for that. Moving on.
Those were the days.
Always been there.
You have no idea how many people sent me this following meme this week. Sizemore, I think you were one of them. It says the sports memery, and it says the cream always rises to the top because it's a picture of Rob Zombie looking like Rob Zombie in his cowboy hat and his weird coats and shit. And it says Rob Zombie looks like the ghost of Macho Man Randy Savage, and now I can't unsee that.
Fuck no.
All I want to say is like, oh yeah, snap into a Slim Jim Dracula. Okay, moving on. Finally, no, not finally. Never mind. I got more to do after this. No, that was that. Rob Zombie was actually the last one. Okay, I'm done. That's the end of the irritable and inebriated round. Over to you, Sizemore, before I fuck it up even worse.
Cool. Yay.
While Sizemore finds his memes, I'll tell you, I accidentally went to a Rob Zombie concert years ago.
Accidentally.
Yeah,
I'd go to one. I'm not.
Well,
I'll admit that I would go.
I
to
got
one.
this ticket and it just said to the Halloween Hootenanny, and I was like, I'm fucking going to that. And
Fuck yeah.
it had Alice
Cooper.
Alice Cooper, yeah.
Hell yeah. Alice Cooper has a great show.
And I'll tell you what, man, Alice Cooper followed by Rob Zombie. It was like the fucking coolest show I've ever been to. I didn't like the music, but I mean, I don't know. I could get down to some Rob Zombie, dude. That Dragula song's a banger.
Sure.
And then he came out with this like on stilts with this long fucking arm. And he just started screaming all hail. And then all these fucking white trash people around me started screaming Jesus Frankenstein. That shit fucking slapped, dude. I didn't know what was going on, but I was having a great time.
That Dragula song back in 98 when my high school went to state in football, we listened to that song probably at least 10 times before every game.
Dig through the ditches and
to the point where we were in the Indianapolis Colts locker room getting ready for the state. Yes, to the point where when we were in a state state championship game in the Indianapolis Colts locker room, our coach said, "Someone better remember that damn CD, or else we're all fucked."
Eric, see if you can make him a friend of the show.
Who's that?
Rob Zombie.
Sure. I mean, absolutely.
Reach out, see what happens.
Meanwhile,
have your people call his people.
Meanwhile, I think we're really entertaining our audience who has reported that they saw Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie in concert, and it was rather lame.
Wow.
I think that's user error.
With Alice Cooper.
Yeah, Alice Cooper slapped. Holy crap. They cut his head off. He squirted blood out of his mouth. It was good times, man. Very good. Worth every penny.
He has a cane, but like a drum major.
Yeah. All right, a whole bunch of stuff here. This brought to you by a billboard says Illinois Democrats legalize marijuana. Here's the fun part about this message, and brought to you by, I don't know if this is from the Republicans or the Democrats.
It's hard to tell these days.
Okay, cool. Moving on, Nerbit at Nerbit13098 says, our annual tradition of sacrificing billionaires to appease Poseidon is going well, I see. Tech billionaire Mike Lynch missing after his $18 million yacht sank off the coast. Really? Hail Poseidon, people! Oh, hail
Hail
Poseidon!
Hail, hail Poseidon.
Poseidon 1, yachts 0. Friend of the show, Chuck, has a post from Alina Haba, the disgraced former lawyer of the Tangerine in chief there for a while. In all caps, says, nothing can ever stop this man from fighting for our country. David Simon says, bone spurs.
Word.
Posted in the Politburo of T. Billy Mockery. And if you're not following the Politburo of T. Billy Mockery, where are you getting your agitprop? Moving on, here we have a picture of, what's this cat's name again, man, from Lord of the Rings, dude? TD?
Gollum.
Gollum / Smeagol.
Gollum Smeagol. I think we're gonna go with Gollum. Summer Liqueur has posted this, and it says right wingers watching female boxing. Which it really was. They're very weird. They really want to know about genitals. I'm not quite sure.
They're very overly concerned about genitalia.
A lot. Like I don't think about my genitalia that much, and I think about it a lot. Friend of the show, anti-QAnon memes, and if you're not following anti-QAnon memes, you are freaking missing out. Has this post from a church sign, Clackamas United Church of Christ, says, Jesus never had any children. Apparently, he's a cat lady.
Oh,
Suck on that, JD Vance. These, of course, as you probably know, if you follow my Facebook page, are called mama clouds, from the Latin mama, which is like teat or mammary gland or breast. So boob clouds. There are boob clouds. That's the thing. You're welcome.
that makes me giggle.
I know. I do this stuff for you. Friend of the show, solarpower.e something, says not only will the new Starbucks CEO earn over $116 million per year, he's also receiving an $85 million in cash and stock just to leave Chipotle for Starbucks. Let that sink in. I've never left a Chipotle for Starbucks. You couldn't pay me to leave a Chipotle for Starbucks. But they're paying him a wad of cash. So how about we all buy our pumpkin spice lattes this fall from our local coffee shops and support them instead? That's a nice message from the political feminist, and I agree. So yeah, pumpkin spice lattes from anyone but these burnt ass.
I usually just go to Dunkin'. They're fine.
Yeah, no doubt. Dunkin's way better. I can't even believe. No, that whatever. Friend of the show, Drew Harmon, said a TSA woman yelled at me about something. I pointed out that's not what their instructions said. She yelled at me that I'm wrong. I said, nope, your instructions say something different. She starts to yell again, and another TSA lady chimes in and says, yeah, he's right. And the other lady stomps away without apologizing. And I look the other woman in the eyes, and we fall deeply in love. Fucking love Drew. Friend of the show, Rachel, says, I just informed another human being at work that something sounds rad. I may not know what Skibbity Toilet Ohio means, but I love me some archival slang.
Hell yeah.
Rad. Anyway, I think it's pretty hilarious. Here we have a picture of where the wild things are, and they're all dancing. Oh, and so is Ray Gunn.
God damn.
She fits right in.
Fits right in. Wouldn't have even noticed if I hadn't pointed her out. Yep. Where the wild things are. Woo. This was by request from Brett's Bad Photoshops. Killer Kitty 707 posts, yoink is the opposite of yeet. And Weird Rock says, but it's just as fast. Beautiful Kim says, the Lord yeeteth and the Lord yoinketh away.
Oh my God.
To which the Sumerian says, well, there's my eulogy sorted.
That.
Guys, you heard it here first. This is my will and testament. The Lord yeeteth and the Lord yoinketh away. Please, you have to make sure it happens. Also, I want you to play a boombox outside like that John Cusack and say anything. Got about 3 left here. Oh, wait. No, that's not right. Wait, I wanted to show something here, and I didn't get it loaded up right. Friend of the show, Jay Sukow says Joe Rogan isn't a comedian, but a dude who hangs out in the green room with actual comedians, hoping he'll be asked to go on stage. He's the kind of dude who's really good at remembering funny people's lines and then saying them as if they were his original thoughts.
He's actually famous for, like, Joe Rogan is the one that took down Carlos Mencia, though, for that, right?
Right. But
Yeah.
it's because he's projecting and he sucks. Somebody said he's a Dane Cook type, and it's like, yeah, but arguably Dane Cook had a little talent. And they were like, that's debatable. I'm like, that's what I said, arguably. Anyway, I just posted the moral of this story is stop making stupid people famous, and lots of people like that. Finally, my last meme, we have new options to shorten names. Jennifer Niffer, Elizabeth Zabe, Jonathan Onath, Christopher Stop, Hannah Nah, Brooklyn Oakley, Leonardo Nard, Brandon Rando, and for Theodore Odor. Am I right or am I right? Ain, Drew,
We like
Michael?
it.
Yeah. I
I'm going with
this
Stop
message.
from now on.
I
My
got
new
I got
name is
three-
Stop.
Nice.
I got three cousins on that list that are gonna be pretty pissed, but yeah.
No, they're in Indiana. They'll have no idea. I mean, unless somebody reads it to them. Can you guys see my share?
No, you prick.
3rd time's a share. Let's try again. Tell me. Can you see it?
There it is.
Yeah.
No context
I can
means
see it.
friend of the show. No context means at Weird Dolly. As a picture of a scan, like whenever you're self-checkout, and it says Dunes stores or Dunn's stores, and it says Monster Pipe, €5, and it says accidentally stood too close to the scanner for fuck's sake. I like this one. It says, no, you're not brat. You're not demure or mindful. You're a sinner.
Yeah.
And this brought to you by Brigham Young Virginity Club. Next up for the penultimate round, we have RJ-T2, who's retweeting Mike Oxmole's Guns and Ammo. And I want to tell you exactly what we're looking at here. We are looking at dildos that have, instead of the head of the penis, it has Donald Trump's face.
Ouch.
And it says, we are now selling homemade Trump toys for that special lady in your life. And then it says in parentheses, in all caps, not for men. I'm sorry, I thought this was a free country.
How about this was America?
Weed Porn at Weed Porns says, what every guest at my wedding will get. And we see a very beautiful sheer little baggie with lace tie at the top. And there's 2 pre-rolls in there with a pink ribbon tied around them.
If I smoked when I got married, these would have been my wedding favors.
Listen, if I went to a wedding, I'd be like, these people went all out.
Yeah, those little pre-rolls ain't cheap.
At Rappy So Auntie says, this is the worst typo I've ever fucking seen on this app. And they're subtweeting Christian at Christian Lavelle, who says, bro, I remember the first time I went to the dentist. They had me strapped down. I was creaming for my life.
Oh, God.
Screaming.
Oh, God. No.
He got nitrous, man.
Hey, and TD, I need you to read this next one.
Oh, why do you hate me? Let's see here. Yeah.
It's easy
Oh.
to try.
God, I hate you so much right now. Some chick named Lala says, God, I hate you. My pussy get mad wet for a guy who can speak Spanish. And some dude named Timmy just goes, bonjour. I hate you, dude.
This is it's a picture of the Stranger Things, kind of the upside down with the neon title, and it says if Stranger Things was British, and the title says bit odd, isn't it?
Love
Good
it.
on, isn't it? Sydney is retweeting Uberfax. Uberfax wants to let you know that breakdancing will not be part of the Olympics in 2028. Sydney says, Sydney says, why? Did something happen? Two more for the penultimate round. 80s Vintage Visions has this picture from, I think this is from Vacation.
Yes.
Chevy Chase, Vacation.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And it says, does anyone else pack underwear for a trip like they're going to shit their pants twice a day? And I swear to God, I do. I have no idea why. But yeah. Funny.
I thought it was just me all this time.
No, I don't know what I think is going to happen. Anyway, my last meme for round 3, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most openly gay animals.
Hey.
There's a picture of an older person putting money into the hand of a younger person, and it says, nobody, my grandma, don't tell anybody I gave you this.
Hell yeah.
And that's it for round 3, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. Back to brain damage.
That's funny because I had different side. On my mom's side, my grandma did that. On my dad's side, my grandpa would hand it to us and go, "You go tell everybody I gave you this, okay? You stupid fuck." It was wild. It was wild. Let's get it going. All right, we're gonna start with Gaming Layer. I overplay this guy. I don't care. He posted memes that have nothing, and I forgot to read the rest. It has a picture of Mickey Mouse and says, "Gosh, Mickey, why did my Disney Plus trial come with a I hereby waive my rights to live clause?" And Mickey says, "Oh, it's a surprise to school to help us later."
Not the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse reference.
Yes. And my lovely wife, making her second appearance on this one, reposted the other 98%. And it has a picture of Lisa Simpson giving a TED Talk. And on her screen, it says, "If using a streaming service means agreeing to let Disney get away with killing your wife, piracy is completely justified."
Hell yeah.
Don't tell Dana White I said that, though. Hip Hop Legends 90s posted, ha 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 ha, a bunch of laughing faces and a giant ice cream cone signed, and the billboard reads, "Ice cream, you scream, the police come, it's awkward."
Been there.
Jessica Fleming posted a picture of a bathroom setup, which looks to be decked out in blue rags. She writes, "They got this from Said, Kath, and Sion."
Oh, no.
Watch out, cuh. Fathers Matter 247 posted, "When it comes to my child, I will smile in my mugshot. Try me." And it says, "No, I really will smile." And on that note, Stand Up One posted a picture of a bumper sticker that says, "Do not honk at me. My life is worthless. I will kill us both."
Hell yeah. I need that bumper sticker.
I like that one. That's good. I support this message.
You guys were not about fucking dying for your kids, though. I will fucking smile in my mugshot.
I don't have kids.
I know Labune feels me, though. I know he does.
I killed Dee Dee's kids.
Eric, that is a pause. I don't know if you realize what you're saying there. That's a swallowing reference. Eric, we're gonna move on.
I was just using the bathroom.
Antonio Murphy.
I 100% back brain up on this.
I hate all of you so much right now.
These next two are probably just for me. Antonio Murphy goes by comedian Little Tone, who got a guest spot last night on the show and also killed it. All my homies did good that night. I'm not going to mention the host. He wrote, "Sometimes I forget how to spell a word, so I change the whole sentence to avoid using it." And
Here.
you know how TD's always talking about how the memes call him out?
Yes.
Like, this is after attempting for autocorrect to fucking help me at least a dozen times. And then I still got to change the sentence.
Dude, I misspell words so bad, autocorrect gives up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And this man feels our pain because the funny dad posts a man with a that looks very confused, and he has a picture with he is in his garage with lots of tools. It says, I'm and it's crossed out with MEKANIC. Next word crossed out, MEHCANIK. Next word crossed out, MECHANICK. None of those are how you spell mechanic. He crossed them all three out and wrote, I fix cars.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And this one's going to be the last one for me, only leaving my post with the most. Dean Takahashi posted or first there's a picture of some kind of Google it's like a computer screen with a man with some earbuds, and it's showing how the earbuds are tethered. It says Google Pixel Buds for $159 can translate 48 languages in real time. In your ear, the Babblefish is here.
Ooh.
And at Ruckin posted, nail salon gonna be lit. And I lied, TD. I do got one more. Sorry. Dad Puns posted a picture of a man talking to his wife, and he says, the doctor said I should touch myself whenever I feel like it. And his wife says, no. He said you could have a stroke at any time.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Excellent. TD.
I'll take that one. That wasn't too traumatizing. Okay.
Only
round
because I didn't
three.
make you read it.
Exactly. Round 3, turkeys, bringing them in. Let's go.
Boom.
Some dumbass named Andrew TD. I
Hey.
posted this. It says, if you know, you know. And it's and Jim Henson says, and you will be the Goblin King. Everyone will love you, but they'll never stop talking about your package. Never. And it just says David Bowie. And it's Ariel from the 1989 classic Little Mermaid, like not looking as she forcefully signs a contract. Because David Bowie had a huge codpiece in that movie.
Yeah, nobody even talked about the mullet. It was just a codpiece. That's really
Yeah. The mullet, well, it was the 80s. The mullet was forgivable. All right, moving on.
On Bowie, no.
I think it worked for Bowie. He rocked it. I have a mullet, so I'm gonna be a little impartial, okay? Or partial. Yeah, partial is what I meant. Some dumbass named Andrew TD. Once again, it's a picture of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and he is labeled me, and he's carrying this ginormous duffel bag that looks like it could hide at least 4 bodies. And it says in the duffel bag is labeled all the useless wrestling knowledge I'm ready to drop into an ordinary conversation at a moment's notice. And like I said, I just said guilty because this motherfucker called me out. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next up.
Whoa.
Pizzas with threatening auras, new acquaintance of the show.
Woo.
And it is a picture of this very corpulent and round and large man
that is a chonky boy.
That is what we call in the Midwest a biggin. This is a very heavy set feller, and he got a not happy look on his face, and he is sitting next to this ginormous piece of pizza. But he's unsatisfied because Billy Aerosmith, which I'm guessing is the large man in question, Billy Aerosmith says, I tried the so-called super slice. I was not impressed or amused. This is not a large slice of pizza. It is a regular sized pizza pie in an inconvenient triangle shape. Meaning, and I'm sorry, I've got to use the word language I want to use. This fat bastard is pissed that there's not like 11 more of these giant pieces of pizza waiting on him because he wants a pizza that fucking size.
It's a big old boy.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Okay. And once again, some dumbass named Andrew TD. I posted this. I made this. I stand by this. And I'll have a funny anecdote about it after I'm done with it. And it says, the face you make when management throws another pizza party instead of paying you more. And it's a picture of former AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling World Champion Kenny Omega with a very unamused look on his face. And I posted this to my page a couple weeks ago, and a very good friend of mine who is the biggest Trump loving idiot I know, works in management at a convenience store, says, management doesn't dictate how much an employee gets paid. I'm like, shut up, it's a joke. We share a birthday. It's very awkward. Anyway, moving on. A friend of the show and birthday boy, Rob Swoverland.
Well,
Hey, buddy, happy birthday,
Rob. Feliz cumpleaños.
He just goes, LOL, tried. Your boy is unlovable. Memes it is. Because he posted a meme here that says, allow someone to love you. You can't continue to share memes for the rest of the life.
Stealing.
I said, bullshit. Moving on here. Friend of the show, Joe the Animal. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Joe.
He posted a picture here of an empty toilet paper roll on the toilet paper holder. It says, you don't know what you have until it's gone. For example, toilet paper. We've all been there. You can't say you haven't because you're a liar. We've all been there.
I stock it
now. You haven't since 2020 because you can't find it. Anyway, AJ Maro Quinn, I don't know you. Says, parents at restaurant. Our son's 7th birthday is today. A group of 6 Adderall addicted chain smokers who all have sex with each other and haven't slept in 24 hours. Stop rolling silverware and start clapping. If you've ever worked at a restaurant, yup.
Wow. Texas Roadhouse.
Friend of the show, Kristen Unakis, with a hot take from Brain Damage, not that guy, Studios.
Wait, you have a studio, Brain?
I do not.
It is a AI picture of a plate of shrimp, and in front of the plate of shrimp is 2 bottles of a bottle and a can rather of Dr. Pepper savory shrimp soda. And she says, honestly, looks like an improvement over regular Dr. Pepper. Madam, I'll have you know that I'm a big fan of Dr. Pepper, and I don't care who knows it. So, Kristen, you and I aren't friends for the next 10 minutes. There you go. Moving on. 10-minute no friends. I invoke it.
TD, is Dr. Pepper really barbecued flavored seltzer water?
I can see why people would say that. I don't agree with it personally, but I get why it's called that.
Dude, it makes a great pulled pork, dude.
Yeah. Put that shit in your baked beans.
It's really good.
Anyway, Daily Dose of Tumblr acquaintance. It's got a picture here of a dessert from Disneyland, I believe. It is a domed cup of like ice cream or something with whipped cream on it, and there's like a little chocolate decoration in the shape of Donald Duck's hat. And there's also a couple slices of what I believe is mango in the shape of duck feet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is at the Tokyo Disney Resort. And the flesh must grow comments, I can't believe you can eat Donald's ass at Tokyo Disneyland. Because it does look like Donald's butt.
I'd eat Donald's butt. That looks delicious.
I'm not even going to say what I would do. Anyway, moving on. I'd get to put it on a watch list. Okay, moving on. Wrapping up round three here. Front of the show. I like food at Messed Up Foods. I don't agree with this because I happen to love the topic that we're about to talk about here. I ordered pineapple pizza. I will admit, I love pineapple pizza. I don't care what you think about me. I ordered pineapple pizza from an authentic Italian restaurant, and this is what I got. And it is a picture of a delivery pizza, all cut up, prepped to go, but they've arranged the pepperoni and a sauce in a way to say, fuck you.
That's pretty
All I'm saying is, you guys, you take your shit a little too seriously. Pineapple and pizza is fine, you uncultured swine. And that's all I got for round 3.
Facebook for the blind is pro pepperoni speech. By the way, I just want to state that.
I'm pro pizza speech. I'm just saying I'm also pro pineapple on pizza.
Goddamn right.
If they
Thank you.
They grill it or saute it or caramelize it in some way, I concur.
Here's the thing about me. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Yep. Eat a duck's butt. Eat some.
I'm gonna eat pineapple no matter what the fuck it's on. It could be on nothing. It could be salt on it. It could be on pizza. I'm fucking with it. That's the only good part of Hawaiian that I am. Okay.
Facebook for the blind, brought to you by pineapples. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There you go.
To the penultimate round, the best and worst of Twitter poster Alyssa Marie found this gem from Carly at Klaxon Eve 2, who says, for the first time in my life, I want her to be happy. We see a picture here of J.K. Rowling, and Pop Base reports that J.K. Rowling says she would happily serve prison time over her transphobic views. You know, I want her to be happy too.
Hell yeah.
Yo, hold up. Can I say something real quick? Because Diane just wrote in the chat, you're sleeping on the couch tonight, LOL. And I'm like, motherfucker, are you texting and driving?
She may be texting and driving, but you're still sleeping on the couch, brother.
Yeah, she gonna be sleeping with the fishes.
Oh. Man,
No,
this show tonight has quadruple beef. So much beef.
We
Started
Again,
before.
pause, Eric. Pause.
we Arby's. We have the meats. Where the meat?
Brain, this is all your fault. Moving on. Matt Mason, Ministry of Memes, friends of the show. And if you're not following Matt Mason, Ministry of Memes, you are not getting the ministering you need. As God has a sense of humor because the Noah's Ark theme park has been destroyed in a flood. Williamstown attraction was almost complete, but lo, the Lord looked down and was not pleased.
Isn't it ironic?
Fun stuff. Friend of the show, Slate at Please Be Nice, says, you can just put PhD next to your name. Nobody checks.
I can see either Sizemore or Labune doing that first.
Totally.
It depends on
fucking
where
do
you're
that.
putting your name, dude.
Dude, the only reason I'm not doing it right now is because I just posted this meme and I need people to forget about it. Paul Cloudhour says, if you change the capitalization slightly, it can mean whatever you say it means. In my case, for example, PhD stands for pretty hot dad.
Yeah, pretty hot dad.
Pretty hot dad.
No, see, mine usually stands for pretty high dude.
Oh, it's true. Here we have a picture of Enzo Ferrari in black and white, because Enzo Ferrari invented the Ferrari a long time ago, driving one of those tin can things in an oldie-timey 1920s looking racy car thingy. And it says, no one remembers who took second place, Enzo Ferrari. Update, guy from Turkey with the gun said, really, bro?
Yeah.
Bro.
Shit, that guy was cool.
Sarcasm. Yeah. Sometimes silver's pretty cool. I'll have you know. FB4tB, a weekly memecast. And if you're not following FB4tB, a weekly memecast, bullshit. Yes, you are. I have a 4-panel here of a cartoon. We have a girl with really big eyes, and she says, you can be yourself around me. This other girl with really big eyes says, are you sure? She says, yeah, and now we see she's dressed in an anarchist hoodie with a red and black anarchist kerchief, and she's carrying a knife. She says, are you absolutely sure? From an Arco Applejack GM who says, you better be sure. You can be yourself around me. David G. McAfee says, remember that time some random dude in the comments on a science article disproved a mainstream theory and won the Nobel Prize for his revolutionary discovery? Yeah, me neither, Josh. So maybe consider the value of peer-reviewed data and scientific consensus next time. Thanks! I use this one all the time. Post it. I post it in a lot of different threads. Okay, it's just me. I don't care. The best and worst of Twitter, too. Ayomi Bami has a post from JJ Jones at Marky Doodoo, who says, sometimes if I set my dish soap bottle down too hard, it shoots out a few tiny bubbles, and I think, oh, look, isn't that a whimsical and fun moment in my day? And then I go right back to being really sad. Friend of the show, Craig Smith. Craig, we haven't seen you in a while. Come on, man. Don't be like that. As a post from Eric Alper, who's got college student at college problem, says, imagine if parent-teacher conferences existed in college. Dad, how's my son doing? Professor, I have never seen this man in my life.
That's fair.
Dude. Friend of the show, Dennis has posted from Laughing Until It Hurts and You Something. Says, tomorrow is not promised. Call your siblings. Tell them they're ugly and adopted. Here we have Project Harambe, who has the classic Terminator, animated Terminator coming after the little girl who's hiding under the desk. And the Terminator is labeled Disney coming from my firstborn child. Me, who forgot to read the terms and conditions. The caption is, you watch one episode of Mandalorian. Nope, call dibs. We can kill your wife. Disney's lawyers are tough. Crabsy, the leftist trucker, new acquaintance of the show, maybe give him a follow, has posted this one captioned, the sweet smell of revenge. We see here a truck that has run up into a driveway and is on top of a car. It says company owner decided to stop paying his drivers, so one of them parked their semi on the owner's Ferrari and just left it there.
There goes my hero.
I just wrote a little thing here that just said, no notes. Robert Dubach says, funny guys are dangerous. They make you laugh and laugh and laugh, and then boom, you're naked.
I must not be very funny.
I like it that a dude shared that.
Yeah. I like it that TD said that. Friend of the show, the best and worst of Twitter too, Alyssa Marie, making another appearance in the show, has this post from Big Bear F1, who says, I'm best man at my buddy's second wedding. Is it appropriate to open my dinner speech with, welcome back, everyone? And then look over at the bride and say, I can see some new faces here today.
Nice.
I like it. Here we have a picture of they live in a van down by the river. Because it's the classic they live. Well, you can see it unless you're blind. So here we have a blue checkered flag marked safe from Shady Vance's Jizz Cups today.
They're a cult, right?
You guys, I'm so happy you were spared from the plague of Jizz Cups because my feed was full of it. It was gross. It's really whacked. These people are crazy. And finally, for the penultimate round, we have FB4tB, a weekly meme cast. You should give them a follow. Reposting Meredith Ireland at Meredith Ireland. It says, person, how does writing work? Writer, well, you type and you delete, you rethink, then you do 187 minutes of research and you correct it. You reread and you wonder if you have a grasp of English. Then you revise. Person. And then you're done with the book. Then you move to the next sentence.
Ooh. Oh, God. I feel that.
And that has been my penultimate round from Alex Wagner Murder Mysteries. And if you're not following Alex Wagner Murder Mysteries, you know, that's your choice, really. Now on to our post with the most and wrapping up this show.
All right, here we go. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
This week, my post with the most comes from Who the Fuck is Mick at Who TF is Mick. Says, life getting stressful. I had to let go. And we see an ashtray with like brown or like different shades of gray, various Lego bits in the ashtray, and 2 Lego cigarettes.
It's so silly.
It's so silly. I don't know why my people liked it, but they did. I guess they've had a stressful week as well. Had to let go.
Dude, I would do that. That looks like one of my art projects.
Ray, what was your post?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
All right. All right. This post with the most here is coming from Jimmy Dean Menzies. He posted, can we get a show with Corey Feldman, Ray Gunn, the Australian breakdancer, the Hawk Tua girl, Rudy Giuliani, and Flavor Flav all living in the same house, please?
Yeah.
And I posted in the comments. I didn't screenshot it and send it here, but I put, on this season of The Surreal Life, Flav thinks he's getting the good hockey tooey when all of a sudden Bridget Nielsen busts in a rage in her red Sonia outfit.
Bridget Nielsen, man.
If we put these people in the house, what would the show be called? Where we're dropping the bomb?
Well, it used to be called The Surreal Life when they put people like that. I don't know. There was a show
I
on
remember
VH1
that
with
train wreck. I remember that.
I liked it.
I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't
anything.
like it. I just said I remembered that train wreck.
I get you.
I liked it.
Ray,
Dan said they're coming out with a real new one. Jesus.
I'm ready when you are. What the hell?
boom.
The Ultimate 90s page, friend of the show, says, Don't sit behind these two in a theater. And it's a picture of Alanis Morissette and Dave Coulier. And if you know the song you want to know, well, then you know what the hell I'm talking about. And that's all I got for my post with the most, with no more explanations. Over to you, Sizemore.
In a frequent quote I hear in my head is Michael Labune saying, Dave Coulier? Really?
Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier.
Huh, the cut it out guy. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. My post with the most is headline Elon Musk dead at 52 says there is no need for misinformation laws. Billionaire Elon Musk found dead in his home last night says it is not the role of social media networks to determine what is true or not. Yep. Totally no reason at all. Elon Musk dead at 52, and that is my post with the most because my people are sick and I love you.
Did we do it?
We did it, ladies and gentlemen. That constitutes an episode of Facebook for the Blind, episode number 172, my brethren.
Unreal.
Who would have thunk
For
it?
this August 20th, 2024, we love you. Mwah.
Love you, George.
Woo! Man with my woos. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on
great.
Facebook, Twitter, and
Insert-
Instagram.